Being capable is a gift. But when does capability become self-abandonment? Overfunctioning doesn't look like burnout at first. It looks like leadership. It looks like initiative. It looks like excellence. It looks like being the reliable one until it starts to cost you. Today, we're talking about the overfunctioning professional and how to stay capable without carrying everything.
3, 2, 1,
Welcome back to Office Optimism with me, Shirala. If you're someone who anticipates needs before they're spoken, who fixes problems before they escalate, who quietly picks up what others drop, this conversation is for you. And if these workplace conversations help you to lead and live more sustainably, take a moment to like, subscribe, and share. It helps this message reach the steady, capable professionals who need it most. So let's get into it. What is overfunctioning? Overfunctioning is not about laziness or lack of discipline. It's about excess responsibility. It sounds like, I'll just handle it. It's faster if I do it myself. I don't want it done wrong. I don't want this to reflect poorly on the team. It looks like over-preparing, pre-solving, taking ownership for others' missteps, and emotional hyper-responsibility, especially for leaders. Research on role overload and emotional labor shows that individuals who consistently take on responsibilities beyond their formal role report significantly higher burnout rates and emotional exhaustion even when they are high performers. In other words, the most capable people are often the most depleted. And because overfunctioning looks productive, it rarely gets questioned. I remember a season where I thought I was just being proactive. If something seemed unclear, I clarified it. If someone was struggling, I stepped in. If a gap appeared, I filled it. I told myself I was being supportive, but underneath that support was anxiety. I didn't trust the system to hold. I didn't trust the timeline to stretch. I didn't trust that things could wobble without collapsing. So I stabilized everything. And over time, I realized something hard. The more I overfunctioned, the less room I left for others to grow. And the more tired I became. Not dramatically tired, quietly tired. And that's the subtle danger. So let's dive into why high achievers overfunction. Let's approach this gently. Overfunctioning often begins as adaptation. For some of us, competence became praise, reliability became identity, and anticipation became safety. Research in organizational psychology shows that high conscientiousness employees are more likely to experience role creep, where expectations expand informally because capability is consistently demonstrated. Translation: the more you prove you can handle it, the more you are handed. And if your identity is tied to being capable, it is very hard to say no, especially for leaders, especially for ambitious professionals that are climbing, and especially for the steady one. So what is the cost no one talks about? Overfunctioning creates hidden consequences: quiet resentment, team dependency, stunted development in others, emotional depletion, and even identity fragility. When your value is tied to being needed, rest feels threatening, and letting others' struggles feels irresponsible. But here's the hard truth. When you always step in, you teach people that you will. And when you always absorb, you teach systems that you can. This is not about blame, it's about awareness. So let's explore capability without self-abandonment. Here's the reframe. Healthy leadership is not rescuing. It's clarifying ownership. It is tolerating temporary discomfort. It is allowing learning curves. It is asking, is this actually mine? You are allowed to be capable without being responsible for everything. You are allowed to pause before stepping in, and you are allowed to let someone else solve the problem, even if they do it differently. Discomfort is not dysfunction. Silence is not failure. And inefficiency during growth is not collapse. Here are small practical shifts for overfunctioners. 1. Delay your intervention. If it's not urgent, wait. 2. Clarify ownership out loud. Who is taking point on this? 3. Tolerate the stretch. Let others feel the weight of their responsibility. 4. Release invisible contracts. You are not required to preemptively prevent every issue. 5. Audit your motives gently. Am I helping or am I managing my own anxiety? No shame, just curiosity. And here's your joyful point. You are allowed to be capable without being constantly compensating. Take a breath. Where have you stepped in automatically this week? What might happen if you step back just slightly? You don't have to earn your worth through overextension. You are valuable because of who you are, not how much you carry. Let that soften something. Now, we've made it to the Office Optimism focal point. If this resonated, especially if you see yourself as the reliable one, the fixer, the anticipator, I'd love for you to share this episode with someone who may not realize that they're overfunctioning. And if you're building a career or leading a team, remember, sustainable excellence requires boundaries. And you can be capable, you can be strong, and you can be steady without abandoning yourself. Until next time, start with joy, carry it forward, and keep shining. Bye-bye.